Inside the body of a man named Alex, a silent, decades-long civil war was raging. His brain felt shrouded in fog, his joints ached with a mysterious fire, and his digestive system was in constant turmoil. From the outside, Alex was doing everything he thought was right to help his body. But what if those well-intentioned efforts were actually misguided commands, turning loyal organs against each other? We are about to journey deep inside Alex's biology, to witness the three biggest battles in this internal war, and to uncover the surprisingly simple peace treaty that finally brought harmony. The first major front in this war was the battle for energy. Deep within Alex's trillions of cells, tiny power plants, the mitochondria, were sputtering. They were starved for quality fuel, sending desperate signals of fatigue that Alex felt every single day. Believing the problem was a lack of tools, Alex launched what he thought was a rescue mission, the Great Vitamin Airdrop. Inside his body, this looked like hundreds of highly skilled engineers parachuting into his digestive system, toolkits in hand. But upon landing, they found a city in crisis. There were no high-quality building materials, no sturdy proteins or efficient fats to work with. Instead, they were surrounded by piles of low-grade, indigestible plant fiber. The engineers, our vitamins, simply wandered around, unable to perform their duties. They were the right workers, but in the wrong factory. At the same time, Alex started his day with a different kind of assault, a fruit and kale smoothie. For the body, this wasn't a healthy breakfast, it was a sudden sugar storm. The pancreas, a diligent and overworked city official, sounded the alarm and deployed its most powerful agent, insulin. Think of insulin as a frantic warehouse manager. His one and only job is to clear all this sugar from the bloodstream, immediately. He rushes to the muscle and liver cells, trying to push the sugar inside for storage. But their warehouses are already full. With nowhere else to go, the overwhelmed insulin has no choice but to escort the excess sugar to the only facility that always has room. Long-term storage, the fat cells. The immediate crisis in the bloodstream is averted, but it creates a bigger problem. The sugar rush is followed by a sudden crash, leaving Alex's brain, which was running on that volatile fuel, completely drained. This was the Great Famine amidst plenty. The body wasn't asking for more tools, it was begging for a different kind of fuel. The second front was a battle over defense. Feeling sluggish and toxic, Alex decided his body needed a deep, powerful cleanse. He launched what he believed was a purification protocol, but inside, it was a catastrophe. His juice fasts were not a gentle rinse. They were a great flood. A torrent of sugary water rushed through his intestines. And while it may have flushed some things out, it made no distinction between friend and foe. It washed away the entire bustling civilization of beneficial gut bacteria, the microbiome that is essential for digestion and immunity. The floodwaters also stripped the system of critical electrolytes and minerals, most notably a calm and steady mineral named magnesium, whose absence would soon be felt across the entire kingdom. Meanwhile, the body's real detoxification experts, the liver and gallbladder, were already in trouble. Think of them as a highly sophisticated, two-stage filtration plant. After years of processing the wrong fuels, their systems were clogged. Bile, the fluid that helps digest fats, had become thick and sludgy. Unable to communicate with words, the strained system sent out its only available distress signal, a referred pain signal to a nerve connected to Alex's right shoulder. It was a specific, targeted alarm bell, but Alex, not speaking the body's language, misinterpreted the signal. He spent years trying to fix the alarm bell itself, visiting therapists for his shoulder, while the filtration plant downstairs continued to send desperate cries for help. This misunderstanding led to the final breakdown on the defense front, a full-blown mineral rebellion. With magnesium, the body's wise peacekeeper, washed away by the flood, another powerful mineral, calcium, was left unsupervised. Calcium is essential, but without magnesium's calming influence, it becomes aggressive. It began to form rogue alliances, binding with oxalates to create sharp, painful kidney stones. In the muscles, calcium's job is to create contraction, while magnesium's job is to signal relaxation. Without the relaxation signal, calcium took over, leading to painful, uncontrollable muscle cramps and charley horses. Alex's attempt to cleanse his body had, in fact, dismantled its most vital defenses, leaving it vulnerable and in a state of internal chaos. The final front of the war was one of management, born from a simple misunderstanding of time. Alex believed that to keep his metabolism high, he needed to fuel it constantly, grazing on snacks and small meals throughout the day. But inside his body, this strategy created a state of permanent alert, a biological tyranny of constant eating. Every time Alex snacked, no matter how small, the food alarm would sound, and the pancreas would once again deploy insulin. Insulin's job was not only to store incoming sugar, but also to act as the supreme warden of the body's energy vaults, the fat cells. As long as insulin was present in the bloodstream, his orders were absolute: lock the gates, do not release any stored energy. Because a new shipment is always arriving, the body had no reason to tap into its vast reserves. Alex was living in a fortress overflowing with provisions, yet his active army was starving, perpetually waiting for the next small, inadequate food delivery. Then, Alex tried something radical. He did nothing. He stopped snacking and introduced a period of fasting. For the first time in years, a profound silence fell over the system. The constant food alarm finally went quiet. Insulin, the perpetually overworked warden, was finally told he could go off duty. His presence faded from the bloodstream, and as he stepped back, a new character emerged from the shadows. His name was Glucagon. If insulin is the warden who locks energy in, Glucagon is the calm and collected keyholder. With insulin resting, Glucagon began his rounds. He walked up to the massive gates of the fat cells, gates that had been sealed shut for decades, and he turned the key. The vaults swung open, releasing a steady, clean-burning river of energy that the body had forgotten it even possessed. The mitochondria, the tiny power plants, roared to life, humming with this superior fuel. Alex's brain, no longer riding the violent waves of sugar highs and lows, bathed in this consistent energy source, and the fog began to lift. The war wasn't won by a new weapon, but by a ceasefire. The simple act of creating a peaceful pause had allowed the body to unlock its own profound, internal power. The journey through Alex's body reveals a profound truth. The decades-long civil war was never caused by a broken or faulty system. His body was never the enemy. It was a loyal soldier following disastrous commands. In his quest for health, Alex had been trying to put out a fire with gasoline, responding to every alarm bell with more chaos. The ultimate peace treaty, then, was not a complex new strategy filled with exotic supplements or punishing routines. It was an act of profound simplicity. It was the removal of constant interference. The solution was to provide the right kind of fuel, the fats and proteins the body was designed for, and then, most importantly, to grant it the gift of silence. A pause, a time for rest, for repair, and for the body's own ancient wisdom to take over. Your body isn't fighting you. It is trying to communicate with you. Its language is not of words, but of energy, of inflammation, and subtle signals. Your journey doesn't have to be a war. It can be a dialogue. And that internal peace, that harmony, begins not with a new battle, but with biological understanding.